Kojo, Charlie, where the boys dey? Q Bruce Cruz, 2 screws loose. They like crack shit, why no catch it? Who do you think you are? Your phone all be smart, Google dude, me at it. Your ex and your boo-boo too. Charlie, let's face it, most of these new rappers, them know they say they basic.
Ho to you all, Merry Christmas and welcome to the Christmas edition of the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Sports. So you can call a friend to tell a friend that we are live, so they should tune in and watch. For the past 2 months, gamers all over the country have been battling among themselves for the right to be called the champion of the country. Trust me, only 4 have made it to the finals, and that is why I am here. And that is why, of course, you're also watching me. My colleague Samuel Ziga is on the green carpet, and he will join me and tell me what is happening outside. Sam.
Right, so
Hello,
an incredible journey, past few months of gaming from incredible 32 gamers. Now the number has been beat down to 4. Today, we have the semi-final and final of the competition, the GGC Champions League 2018. Who wins it today? We'll be interacting with the fans here at the green carpet. We'll get to know their thoughts and their predictions before the big one. So I've been joined by wonderful guys here. I don't know who they are rooting for, but what makes you think WONDERKID is winning today's competition?
Well, based on the past records and the stats, I think he's going to win. He's the best so far I've seen in Ghana, so I'm rooting for him.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome, gentlemen. What do you think is winning this one?
Geico.
What about you?
Seeing Stassen.
Stassen. Okay, so one person for Stassen, one person for Geico. Thank you very much. I'll join you in the studio in a bit. Yeah, so we have Stassen, we have Geico, and we have WONDERKID. You're welcome.
Thank you, boys.
What do you think is winning today's competition?
WONDERKID.
WONDERKID. So we've got 2 people for WONDERKID here. What makes you think WONDERKID is winning today?
It's just good. It's better than the others.
So you're putting your money on WONDERKID? All right. Thank you. I'll see you inside. We have 3 for Geico, 1 for Stassen, none for HABIBU yet. So let me remind you that we have 4 people for the semi-final: HABIBU, Stassen, Geico, and WONDERKID for this particular one. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
What do you think is winning today?
I know WONDERKID will be taking it by my heart. I want Stassen to take it.
In your heart tells you Stassen, but then you think WONDERKID is winning it. Well, thank you very much. I'll join you in the studio. Let's see what transpires in the next 45 or so minutes. Yeah, so viewers, you've heard from the fans who think that majority are of the view that Geico or WONDERKID stand tall to win this particular one. But in the next few minutes, we will know who wins it in the finals of the eSOCCER Champions League edition 2018.
That was my colleague there, Sammy, and of course we are streaming live on Facebook and on all the other social media platforms. So you can tune in on the GGC channel. That is the handle for all our Facebook handles. Triforce is the nighttime world record holder in gaming. He's also the CEO of Empire Arcadia, the #1 winning team in e-gaming. Triforce,
What's going on?
how are you?
Thank you for
Well,
having me.
I want to say, can I? Oh. What is this?
Well, this is the Power Glove. I've been wearing this for a very long time in
Okay.
gaming. I do it like a tradition. I'm into gaming, I'm serious about it, but like from the age when I started,
Yeah.
I kind of wear it to pay homage to competitive gaming. So I've been doing this for a very long time. I come from an age where we used to play esports in the arcades.
Okay.
So this is like the early 80s.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a nighttime Guinness World Record holder.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
Well, throughout, esports has developed over the years, so it's about 30 years in the making, and well, going on 40 actually. So games that we've been playing video games since the arcade to the consoles to the PC, and to what you've seen esports evolved into today, which is what you guys, GGC and KWESE TV, are doing in terms of like FIFA. But back then, we had to play to get high scores in the arcades and stuff like that. So a lot of those games that I played and stuff like that, Guinness really tracked those records with Twin Galaxies and Walter Day and the rest of those guys. And it's something I grew up on. I was just good, and I was able to get those records.
I mean, you prefer to be called a West African, and so I want you to tell me a bit about e-gaming in West Africa.
Well,
how far do you think e-gaming has gone as far as West Africa is concerned?
Okay, so as a West African, and as from like people who don't know, I'm Jamaican, right? I was raised in the United States, but you know, we're Africans. We all come from the motherland and so forth. So I represent as a West African over there. And it's come a long way for us to get into esports. But when you look at what you guys are doing, the support you guys are getting from KWESE TV, this entire infrastructure that you guys are building is literally like the template of what we need to do back home in the Caribbean and throughout the States, to be very honest with you. And like FIFA is that game. So I really applaud you guys. You guys literally are setting you're setting the mold. And KWESE TV, you guys need to keep doing this, man. Keep covering this because you guys can set that initial influence to get the rest of Africa to do it. And once you guys get everybody involved, you're going to see a real robust, huge esports scene. And can you imagine it when you network it through all of Africa? Something to watch for.
Wow, and talking about linkages, we are live on YouTube, also on Facebook, on GGC channel. So if you want to be here with us, just go onto YouTube, go onto Facebook, and then you can watch whatever it is that we are doing right now. So I've seen some things on your shirt there. Can you let me?
Oh.
No.
Oh, not JGC. Oh, just as,
your
okay.
jacket. I've seen something, eSports League, and then I've seen the Gamers Edition.
Gamers Edition.
Okay, so tell me about some of this before we go.
Well, this is like our old 2017 esports jacket that we have. In Jamaica, we had a league called the Cyberbox Esports League. And we put all the different sponsors that represent. Obviously, this is our crest, the Empire Acadia crest, EMP. And this is the league that I used to play in before I retired. And obviously, I'm a Guinness gamer. You know, I've done a lot of things with Guinness. And still to this day, you know, the 2019 Game Edition book that came out, I'm in it for a very classic game.
All right, finally, we are going into the finals of the Champions League Edition, GGC. What advice do you have for the 4 gamers who've made it this far?
For the 4 gamers, my advice to you guys, you know, it doesn't matter what takes place here at this event. It's about getting back after this, honing your skills, and coming back again and keep supporting the scene. And for the winner of this event, it's not about what you win, it's what you do with that win. All
right. Well, I told you that for the past 2 months, we've been having this, and the gamers all across the country have been battling out. They had some reactions. Let's go and see that.
I simply did not come to the party. Kelvin did so well. He scored me 3.
The chances kept coming, and I kept scoring.
WONDERKID, he's amazing. You know,
I went all out in attack, and I think it was quite naive on my part. But yeah, we are here to learn lessons.
your confidence couldn't translate into any victory for you.
Rather unfortunate that I didn't get to train the 19 because, you know, I'm running a business as well, so I don't get as much time to play. The one goal he got was a header, and with an overrated player as well, Cristiano Ronaldo, who jumps as though we are playing basketball. Meanwhile, we are playing football.
At the final event of GGC eSOCCER Champions League.
Hey guys, it's Fiona. I love games and I support GGC.
All right, so welcome back. It is still GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Free Sports. We are here because of 4 gentlemen. I'm talking about St. Starson, WONDERKID, Guy Kobe, and HABIBU SULLEY. These are the gentlemen who made it through the 2 months that we've been having this. And I just don't know. I first want to talk about HABIBU SULLEY. He's a new kid on the block, and we've not seen him. This is the very first time that he tried his hands at this, and to have made it this far, I'm wondering. And look at him; he's so good at attacking, and he's made about 20 goals. I think about 16 goals. I think he's second behind WONDERKID. What can you really say about him?
Yeah, I think he's a great gamer. He prefers to use Barcelona. He prefers to use the likes of Lionel Messi, Dembele with their pace, and also Luis Suarez, who can also finish quickly. That is why he scored so many of goals, like 16 goals. And for me, he's good. But then again, defensively, he's been poor. He's considered 11. And that is quite, you know, something, because to play a game against WONDERKID and Guy Kobe, these are gamers who would like to score. So if you like to concede to receive more goals, I think going for it wouldn't be a good thing. For me, I believe he's done his homework well. That is why he's in the last 4. And I believe that going for it, people should fear him.
Yes, and talking about conceding, he's going against Starson. Someone who has, you can see him at almost every single gaming tournament. The guy is good. Unfortunately, he's not been able to make it this far until this very edition, and it's quite fearful for him. I mean, what can you say about Starson in particular?
For me, I'll say he's done a good job. coming into this edition, he will actually make sure he'll be in the last one. He actually done that. So for me, I'll give him the thumbs up. But going forward, you still have people on your way. You still have the likes of Guy Kobe. You still have the WONDERKID himself also in your way. So
Guy Kobe is someone that I'm really looking up to. Yeah. He has about 5 goals in all. I don't think it's too impressive compared to what SULLEY has scored and also what WONDERKID has scored. WONDERKID has scored 20. Sure. SULLEY has scored about 16, and Guy Kobe has only 5.
5 goals.
I'm wondering, really. His attack is not too strong.
Not that his attack is not too strong. In the previous 2 editions, Guy Kobe used to score more goals, and he also concedes more goals. So personally, I spoke to him that he's a good gamer. He needs to work on his defensive abilities, and that is what he's actually done. And that is why I really respect him for that, because he's someone who learns a lot. And coming into this tournament, he's actually scored 4 and conceded just 1 goal. That tells you that he's now cut his goal scoring short and also make sure that he defends so very well. So for me, I'm yet to see him play WONDERKID to see whether he will actually concede more.
Well, talking about WONDERKID, he's someone that sometimes when I come onto this stage, I don't want to talk about him too much because it looks as if he's received too much promotion over the period. I mean,
he deserves it.
To be frank,
no, he deserves it. He deserves it.
Going into the next edition, I'm trying to get the organizers to try to sit him out. Because then, look, this guy comes over and over again, and he always makes it to the stage, and it's like he just cancels everybody out.
What you're saying is true, but the truth is this, it is open to all. And once you are qualified, you can register. But there's something unique about WONDERKID. I just had some interaction with him before we got into the studio. He said almost everyone is expecting him to win these editions. So it
mounts some pressure, doesn't it?
There's so much pressure on him. But one thing is this guy has had enough experience and exposure.
A lot of experience.
And that is something that seems to be propelling him over the time. So I'm just not surprised with his progress so far.
Yes. And so you can see there's a lot to expect from our 4 gamers, and we'll see them very soon. But before then, we go for a break.
Charlie, what happened? You won all the Kobolo. Big up to GGC. Big up to all the finalists in the eSOCCER Championships League. Them in the gym.
The final whistle is here for the 4 men to make their choices. The choice that will make you strong and the choice that will lift the trophy. Saint Starson.
I'm very ready for this semi-final. I'm playing against HABIBU SULLEY, and I'm looking forward to competing in the final because I'm winning GGC Champions League.
WONDERKID,
current winning champion of GGC. Stay focused, play the game. I'll be taking the trophy home, and everyone can expect that.
Guy Kobe,
the only player who has been to the semi-finals 3 consecutive times. I'm facing WONDERKID. This guy says he's going to walk past me like it's just going to be something easy for him. This year it's Guy Kobe or no one else.
HABIBU SULLEY.
And this is my first time competing in the GGC tournament. And the opponent I'll be facing is Benjamin. So Benjamin, be ready for me. I'm going to win this tournament regardless.
As the final event of GGC eSOCCER Champions League.
Within some few minutes, we'll be going to the gamers. But before that, what are the gamers playing for? They are playing for the coveted trophy. GGC has put something together for you to take a sneak peek at how the trophy looks like.
A must-have trophy if you are a gamer. GGC eSOCCER Champions League. Brought to you by...
Wow, this is something that I want to have my hands on. I want to hold it. Look at that.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It's very beautiful and glittering. And I think this is enough motivation for the gamers to treat us with their best when it comes to gaming. And
one interesting thing is that all 4 gamers here are unbeaten.
Yeah.
And that is so, it's something that people should actually look out for, because anyone who gets beaten today will be the first time to have tasted a defeat.
And that is what Triforce was talking about earlier on. GGC is doing something really wonderful. To have come out with something like this for whoever emerges victorious today is just amazing.
Yeah, it's so amazing because, as I earlier said, Yuba and the crew, they've done splendid work, and we're just praying to God that next time it will be something super than even this one.
Sure. All right. So our very first game is with Starson and HABIBU. some of the most important parts of the whole game. Because if you don't get it right, if you don't get it right from this instance, you will not be able to get it well. And the game has started.
Yeah, exactly, because you need to actually make sure that the players...
And the very first goal! Did you see that?
Please, I need my replay.
Within 5 seconds.
Thank you.
Oh my word.
Please, as the gamers are already aware, when there is a goal, we need the replay of the goal. Thank you.
What an incredible start.
Well, that was Suarez, the man himself.
Yeah, I think it's so great. This is the first time we've actually had somebody scoring in just 5 seconds
of play.
It's so amazing.
Yeah. Well, so it's been a good time so far for HABIBU. And as it stands now, he's the only player so far having the confidence and gradually stepping closer to the grand finale. Already out by a goal to 0. Remember, this will be his 6th game because the 5 games that he has played, he has managed 3 wins and 2 draws, scored 16 goals and conceded 11, having a plus of 5. So 5 out of 5 for him so far.
And that is very.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
That was...
As I was about to say, HABIBU is someone who we know to be very attack-minded. He scores a lot of goals, and we've seen it over the period. So you can only expect more goals from him as the game proceeds.
So, yes, Mandzukic is not surprised with what he has done so far.
I think Stassen was trying to warm himself into the game, but after the first goal, I think he's sit up now, and he's begun to do something.
So here's Ronaldo dispossessed. Dembele takes charge. Now to Busquets. Lenglet involved. Tries to find Coutinho, Semedo, Messi. Oh, take a look at that beautiful play from Messi. Coutinho here. Now to Messi again.
The goal actually was caught by surprise. So he wants to get a rhythm. He wants to get into the game and make sure that he wouldn't concede another goal. And the next goal should come from him. And I think for me, he's doing so well to get into the last third of the pitch to actually get an equalizer.
Ronaldo dispossessed. Lenglet, Umtiti, now Vidal, or Busquets. I take a look at this brilliant display by HABIBU.
I realized that Stassen was trying to make a move there in the attack, but unfortunately he was dispossessed. And now you have Sulley going again.
And this time through Messi. Beautiful display, twist and turn. So Messi!
Look at that goal! And it is a goal! Wonderful goal! And this is what I was talking about.
A big goal and a big occasion. And for me, I'm not surprised because it's just like, reality. Messi, when Messi gets the ball on his left foot, when he casts inside, and you need to just cover him up. If you don't...
Look at the confidence in HABIBU's face.
So this is just a big goal in a big occasion for a big man who is trying to prove a surprise.
And you can expect more from him. What I was afraid for him was the fact that, this is where you have a studio setting, you have all the lights, the cameras, and I was thinking that he's going to shrink under pressure. But unfortunately, you see him. And
he's done it with ease. And I'm so very surprised, and I'm happy for him as well because we shouldn't forget, he's a debutant and he's made it into the the final four. He may as well make it into the finals. And I said earlier, people should look out for him.
But among the 4, he is the only person he's the newest kid on the block.
That's what I'm saying. He's a debutant.
He's a newest kid.
And he's going again.
And it's a goal! HABIBU Sulley has done it again. How many minutes? And already 3 goals into the net. What a goal! What a goal! Look at the scoreline. Barcelona 3, Juve nothing. And look at Stassen's face. He's just disappointed, completely mesmerized.
And David, do you know the funny thing? This is the first time where we have seen, HABIBU scored 3 quick goals in succession.
3 quick goals.
He's not conceded even one.
This is so amazing.
He needs credit. He needs credit. We have to give him credit because that first goal that he actually scored, it took Stardom by surprise, and
5 seconds.
he just kept on coming.
What I think that the trick to it is that he does not wait until he's within the 18 yard.
No,
he just strikes for every single point available, and then he's able to make
that
it.
Is supposed to be the trick.
And what happens is that when he does that, he always catches Stassen by surprise.
And surprisingly, he's played 3 shots on target, and all of a sudden it's a goal.
Oh my word, he's completely mesmerized. And there he goes again. Will he make another goal? And it's offside.
So it's a throw-in here for Barcelona, already out by 3 goals. Coutinho. And the ball has been dispossessed, cleared by Alexandro to Colorado.
Well,
Matuidi.
Starson will have to sit up. Starson will have to sit up.
You have to gather his confidence again.
Yes, because I think
to get somewhere.
I think he's not too confident when he goes into his defense, and he tends to be a bit fluffy with the ball when he gets to
exactly. And you know, Habibu hasn't given Starson a chance, a dog chance, because anytime he has the ball, you could see Habib just all about.
Again. What is he going to do?
By this time, Messi will take charge. Alexandru put it to a touch for throwing.
Surprisingly, Starson hasn't actually had a shot on goal.
Yes, he has reached the 18-yard box just once.
I think Habibu has done his homework well. Coming into this game, he's one of the highest person who has conceded most goals.
11.
I think.
Well, so I think the halftime period is here. And interestingly enough, he has beaten him with possession as well. 63 against 37.
We are going straight into the second half right now.
And he has been able to maintain.
The scoreline maintains 3-0 and in favor of HABIBU SULLEY and Starson trying to struggle.
He's still going forward. He still wants more goals. And
Dembele.
He can get it.
I saw Costa dispossessed. Another chance for Barcelona. Costa again. Matuidi, Ronaldo.
All right, so if you just joined us, you're watching the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Free Sports. Currently, we have HABIBU playing against Starson. HABIBU is taking on Barcelona, and Starson is playing Juve. And the scoreline currently is HABIBU, who is playing Barcelona 3, and Starson, who is playing Juve, 0. You can join us via all our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. We are live on all those platforms, as well as Twitter. You can always join and be part of this.
So back to the focus. Messi tries a long cross. He's been headed out of play for a corner kick.
It was a teasing ball in, and it was a good defending also as well for Starson.
So the ball has been effected, and it cuts across again. Vida into the 18-yard box. Coutinho. Busquets. Messi!
Oh my word!
Not really. No,
just by inches.
This guy has got something under his sleeves.
I don't know what he's got.
I think the first time he actually played a shot and it wasn't on target.
Yes. And even this one was even
scary. And it was just by inches though. I think all Starson needs right now is a goal to get him back into the game.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, what HABIBU has done so very well is that he's made sure that his defense is very compact.
Yes.
You know, you can't just break through easily.
Very strong defense.
And previously, by this time, you would have considered a goal.
Yeah.
But for me, I believe he's done so very well. He's now scoring and not conceding.
I'm surprised though, because of all the people. Look at that shot! Wow! The magic that Sulley can do. Look at the distance of that ball.
5 shots already. 3 on target, 2 off target.
It's not a bad one for a debutant.
And the game still looks very promising for him.
Sure, Ronaldo. Dybala, Ronaldo again, back to Dybala.
And as I was saying, I expected of all the 4, you know that St. Starson is one of the most confident.
Yes.
So I would have expected that, you know, coming here with all the live performance and everything, he wouldn't really crack under live broadcast pressure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that seems to be the case right now.
Messi, now to Semedo, finds Vida. And the ball has
for me, I'm not sure that's the case. For me, I believe the first goal just put him off because going into the game, he didn't actually expect that in 5 seconds he was going to concede a goal.
Suarez.
Something might happen here again. Something. Oh, nice.
And
Starson moves it out.
By any time he gets the ball, you begin to have a feel of what he can do.
Look at that!
Who has been giving this boy tutorials? I'm just wondering how.
You call it tutorials?
You know, no. You see, the confidence is absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah,
let's call it spade a spade.
It is. And look at the back. No one is there. No one is there. Everybody has been moved to defend the Juve lines.
And so this is Alba. Try to push forward a bit to Suarez. And he wouldn't succeed on that attempt. And take a look at the confidence alone. Matuidi. Ronaldo.
Well, I think we are halfway through the second half as well.
Yeah, it's almost time. Almost 80 minutes.
Starson would have to come out with some magic to salvage some points within this game.
Consider himself kicked out and not to make it into the last 2.
And are we for the 4th? Not at all. So Dybala. Back to Dybala again.
And look, you see, you can see how Sulley moves whenever the ball is coming towards his area, and the flag is up for offside.
And interestingly, you know, at the second half, this is the only attempt that Stassen has made so far.
No, yeah, he's actually made one attempt, and the keeper actually saved it, parried it outside, and that is the only attempt I've actually seen from Stassen.
I think
he's been very poor.
What he's not doing right is most often he wants to be within the 18-yard before shooting,
and that is very bad.
That is something that Sulley knows how to do a lot better.
He doesn't calculate well.
Yeah.
So anytime he gives a pass, the player was already flat.
No, for me, I believe the pressure has got to him. That is why.
Cracking under pressure.
But I think it's a done deal now.
Yeah, it should be 3 minutes
Maybe
to end of
minutes to the end.
Yeah, if it's to get something, to be a consolation.
Look at that. This could be a consolation. Oh my word. And the keeper comes out.
How did you miss that? How on earth did he miss that?
I don't know. Because he had 2 men in front there, and he could have passed to the other person and scored.
Look at that.
Could it be the last goal? Could this be the last goal? And it's a goal! He makes it 4. He makes it 4 before the end of the game. And it is 4 goals to nothing as we come to a close as far as this game is concerned. What a goal!
Just look at him.
What a goal!
Just look at him.
Look
As if
at that.
nothing has just happened.
As if nothing has happened. He's so relaxed all through the game. And look at that. HABIBU SULLEY.
Stassen actually complaining about something.
Look at the goal again, and it's from no other person
That's a
than
beautiful
Messi.
goal. Yeah, it's a
You
beautiful
see,
goal.
one interesting thing, which is quite contradicting in this situation, is that when you take a look at the Juventus fans, they are fond of shooting from long ranges.
Yes, and
But
he's not doing that.
He's not doing that.
The run for this game, and we just saw a match by Stassen and Sulley. Look at how it happened. Sulley, who is the very first person, the only person who is a freshman as far as this very game is concerned. We have not seen him in previous games.
Yeah.
He has not, played within this setting with all the lights, with all the cameras. And this guy was so relaxed, so calm all through it. And at the end, it is 4 goals to nothing.
Up in my projection, if it was the only means of which I would go to heaven, I would have headed straight to it. I would be going to hell because I didn't give him a dog's chance. Then you know why? I followed proceeding from the scratch to where we have gotten to. And anytime, Stassen in place, you could see some level of confidence in the way he plays. Exactly. And so when he was coming up against a debutant who even won his last game on penalty shootout basis, I was like, it's going to be a done deal for Stassen.
All right.
But funnily enough, look at what happened.
Yeah.
Well, we see what happens when HABIBU SULLEY plays later. But coming next is the man we've all been waiting for, WONDERKID and Guy Kobe.
Yeah.
I would not, write Guy Kobe off yet, because we know what Guy Kobe has done over the period. He has been playing consistently over the period. This time around, he's coming against WONDERKID.
Just as this happened, we need not to be in a haste to predict a winner in this very game. Now, no one had ever thought that even if a victory would go for HABIBU, it wouldn't have gone to the extent of him scoring 4 goals.
4 goals to nothing.
Yes, it's something that you would have never thought about it, but it happened. So, Guy Kobe versus WONDERKID is another game that I see to be an open chance, an open opportunity for both of them.
We will go straight into the game between WONDERKID and Guy Kobe.
Hey guys, it's your boy Teddy A, aka Batman. I'm an e-gamer and I love GGC. Hi guys, my name is John DeMello. I play eSOCCER and I support GGC.
So there you have it. The match is about to start, and Manchester City and then Guy Kobe will be playing Bayern. So
and it kicks off
the game has kicked
by Munich, who is actually Guy Kobe taking in. And now we have Goretzka on the ball. Robin sends the ball backwards to Goretzka. Now Joshua Kimmich to Jerome Boateng. Boateng to Kimmich, right hand flank. Now Ian Robin to Goretzka. Kingsley Coman with the ball, twisting and turning. Lovely play. Now it's Goretzka by Munich still surging forward. Ian Robin, what can he do? He's been blocked. Nicely interception. And Manchester City are having it. That is WONDERKID. Can he score? Can he score the opening? WONDERKID still moving forward. Sterling squares it up to Leroy Sané. Twisting and turning. Wow, brilliant play.
You see, one thing that I like about WONDERKID is that when he plays, he's playing the ball, and you look on the screen, you wonder if it is the actual human beings playing it and not some gamer sitting somewhere and playing, because you see, the formation and then the passes and everything, they're just on point.
Yeah.
And that is one of his
skills and all that. I mean, try to bamboozle, opposition's defenders and all that has been
unfortunately,
fantastic.
Guy Kobe will not let him have his way. And look at Guy Kobe currently in the middle there. One thing that I like about Guy Kobe is that he doesn't allow pressure.
Could it be the opening? Iron Ribery. Oh wow, lovely skill from Ribery. He's crossing it in. Oh, fantastic clearance from WONDERKID, but still in the danger area. That is Kingsley Coleman. Coleman squares it up to Ribery. Frank Ribery twisting and turning to Tolisso. Currently Tolisso, now Ribery. Frank Ribery still on the left-hand flank. Frank Ribery to David Alaba. Crosses it in. And Robin!
Look at that! Guy Kobe has scored the very first goal. And if he keeps this up, then we could actually see some difference as far as the scorelines are concerned.
For me, I believe the tiki-taka way of style of football that Guy Kobe actually put together has been magnificent.
Yeah.
Just one touch passing, a crossing, and Robin just headed it home. And magnificent goal.
I love it because, when Guy Kobe is able to score the very first goal, there's that level of confidence.
Exactly.
And he's able to carry it through. But, WONDERKID is not letting his house down.
WONDERKID!
Yes.
Oh, the
Look
post!
at that, and it hit the post.
You're so lucky.
It hit the woodwork.
That was just a brilliant one there from WONDERKID. The guy is noted for some of these things. And believe me,
Guy Kobe is going, Robin, now to Coleman. Coleman loses possession, but still has the ball. It's Goretzka, still at the danger area, the same position where the game came from. Quarantine Tolisso, now Goretzka, now Tolisso, now Segnabry. Segnabry in the penalty area. Segnabry twisting and turning, and Gnabry crosses it in. We didn't see an opening.
I was really
clearance.
expecting a second goal from Guy Kobe.
Yeah, I think he did so very well, but then again, a brilliant defender.
was able to clear his lines.
From WONDERKID, exactly. Oh, Guy Kobe, magnificent. And the referee says it's a free kick, WONDERKID to take.
And I really know that we are going to enjoy this very game because this is a game from one of the two very best we have in the country, being Guy Kobe and the current reigning champion, WONDERKID.
Yeah, exactly. Now we have Quarantine Tolisso to David Alaba. Oh, nicely played from Alaba. Great play from Guy Kobe. Oh, nice passing. A shot! Oh, brilliant save from Ederson.
You see, one thing that I like about Kobe, watching him right now, is that he's learned so much after the previous one that we had here.
Exactly.
Some
He used
time
to
back.
concede so many goals, but this time around,
and hardly would you see
he's made
him
it so much so very well.
kick any ball from outside of the 80-yard box. But this time around, look at that.
Good one. Manchester City searching for it. This is Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne passing the ball through. De Bruyne. Oh, what a save, Anoya. Anoya gets it once again. Wow. Also, it seems so many things are actually working for Guy Kobe.
Yes, that was a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
This is what we call a perfect opportunity at scoring, but he wasted it, and it looks like things are beginning to click for Guy Kobe. Who knows what we don't expect?
But David, on a normal day, WONDERKID would have scored this goal.
Yeah. On a normal day, WONDERKID would have scored this goal, and this is no normal day. And Guy Kobe is no normal gamer.
Yeah,
he is one of the very best we have in the country.
Iron Robin, the goal scorer with the ball. Iron Robin squares it up to Kingsley Coleman, and Robin can he unleash one? Robin, tried to pass the ball, but it was a great defending. And Aguero to Leroy Zane. Zane to Aguero. Nice one-touch pass to Kevin De Bruyne. Now to Raheem Sterling. Sterling, trying to pass the ball to Aguero, but couldn't find it. But still City in possession. Leroy Zane to City. Sterling has the ball.
This is what happens when you have very good gamers playing together. You just enjoy the game because on the defense they are very strong.
Oh, brilliant.
Almost every effort of his has been blocked.
Exactly. He just can't believe it. Look at
your
can't believe it.
Look at your faces.
He just can't believe it.
Like it or not, these are the very best gamers we have in the country. Guy Kobe there. And we have WONDERKID there, and already that is the end of the very first half. It is the end of the very first half.
It's like WONDERKID is actually complaining, but I don't know what it's actually complaining about.
That's how the story is supposed to be and look like. Once you score, you try to cement your defense in order not to concede needlessly. Yeah. We have had instances where WONDERKID had mere goal opportunities in which he wasted all of them. So it tells you that he has become very compact in terms of defense. But as well as be able to hold on to the pressure from WONDERKID, we are yet to see.
We have seen WONDERKID do wonders over the period, and this time around
he scored 20 goals already and conceded just 5 goals. So Guy Kobe should be wary of WONDERKID, because WONDERKID, when he gets his game well, he can run riot.
And then one thing which is interesting is this. Guy Kobe has scored just 5 goals. Meaning, in all the matches that he has played, he scored one.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, if he scores today, as he has scored, it has become a 6th goal in the tournament. And this is 6th match, averaging 1 goal per game. I don't know whether he's on a 1 goal project or whatever.
we actually saw that in 2004 where Greece had that 1 goal project in Euro 2004.
And they ended up winning the ultimate.
Yeah, it could be so. Who knows?
It's my biggest way of winning this tournament.
You're still watching the live telecast of the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Free Sports. So, as you can see, the second half has kicked off.
To effect the corner, he's taking it quickly. Gundogan to Aguero, Sergio Aguero twisting and turning. Aguero once again, Gundogan. Ike Gundogan, what can he do? Another opening. De Bruyne and Mahrez. Oh, he's been stolen from Mahrez, and now David Alaba surging forward. Alaba sends it back to Matt Hummels. Matt Hummels sends a long one to Joshua Kimmich. Now Kimmich under control. Kimmich to Corentin Tolisso. Now Serge Gnabry. Oh wow, lovely skill from Gnabry. Robin, now Lewandowski. Kingsley Coman and Robin. Oh wow, what a brilliant play from Guy Kobe. And it's been stolen. Now Ederson on the ball. Great play from Ederson to Kyle Walker. Now Riyad Mahrez, who was introduced into the fray. There's Leroy Sané. Gundogan, nicely played, nicely built up from WONDERKID. Now Sergio Aguero, the Argentine, to Fernandinho. Fernandinho squares it one. Oh, lovely play, Riyad Mahrez! Wow! What a goal by Leroy Sané! WONDERKID is so magnificent. That was a great goal from WONDERKID, and just how he did it superbly. One touch pass and bang, he equalized.
Derek, if this guy, there's a way to describe him when it comes to gaming, I'm here to manufacture it. Even the queen itself cannot do this.
1 minute. Manufacture it 1 minute. Manufacture
this guy was wonderful, and wonderfully, he proved how wondrous he is.
Wow. Wow.
This is just wonderful. Picture perfect goal by our standard.
And the goal line is now 1-1.
Yeah, the score line is
now
1-1. WONDERKID has actually put parity, but Guy Kobe is still surging forward. Guy Kobe to now Ian Robin, Serge Gnabry. Wonderful play by Gnabry. Ian Robin once more. Goretzka to Robin. Twisting and turning to Goretzka. He found his man once more. Corentin Tolisso. Now Serge Gnabry. Are we going to find another opening? Gnabry to Goretzka once again, the German. Corentin Tolisso. Corentin Tolisso with the ball again. Now Goretzka. Wow. Robin! Oh no! What a great shot by Ian Robin, but denied by the woodwork.
My heart nearly jumped into my stomach because I never expected the ball to get to that extent.
To that extent, and that would have been a very wonderful goal by Guy Kobe there.
The keeper was static and he couldn't move. But Guy Kobe still moving forward with Ribery, Frank Ribery to Kingsley Coman. He's got pace, and it's Ribery once more. Ribery! Oh, that's a feeble shot from Frank Ribery, and Guy Kobe will be so disappointed with that.
He will be disappointed, and after scoring the very first
lovely
goal,
pass from
with
Leroy Sané to Kevin De Bruyne. Now De Bruyne with the ball. What can De Bruyne do? He's got skills. He can dribble. He's got silky skills. He passes the ball to Gundogan. Gundogan to Aguero. Sergio Aguero. Lovely skill from Aguero. Mahrez. Oh, that couldn't materialize. But still, WONDERKID has the ball. Fernandinho. De Bruyne. De Bruyne once more. Kevin De Bruyne! What a save!
I love that save there. But you realize that Guy Kobe is now trying to be as defensive as he can.
Yeah.
And he doesn't allow the ball to stay too much within his 18 yards.
Exactly.
And I think for me that is a very good.
Nice one-touch passing. Could this be the opening? Could this be the goal that WONDERKID was looking for? Kevin De Bruyne, oh, nicely snapped away by Guy Kobe. Now Serge Gnabry moving forward. Kingsley Coman, he's got pace, trying to look
the
for
challenge is that now Guy Kobe has very few people in the attack. So I don't know what happens when the ball gets there.
Now, Robin to Joshua Kimmich down the right-hand side of attack. Joshua Kimmich, Corentin Tolisso doing so very well. Now Goretzka and Coleman tries to dribble past his marker. Now said Gnabry. What can he do? Gnabry, Tolisso, can he find his marker? Iron Robin snatched away by WONDERKID.
All right, so if you're watching right now, it is still the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Free Sports. Currently, one of the very best players, gamers that we have in the country. We have WONDERKID and Guy Kobe. They are the ones who are playing currently. Guy Kobe is playing Bayern Munich, and then WONDERKID is playing Manchester City. On your screen
lovely
right
ball,
now.
down Ribery. Oh, lovely tackle from Kawalka. And Manchester City searching for it. Anyone to get a goal, I think will be game over. And Gundogan looking for an opening. There's Riyad Mahrez to Kevin De Bruyne, but that didn't materialize there. But still in the danger area. Now Fernandinho with the ball. Fernandinho to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez coming! Oh, a deflected ball, and I think it's a corner kick.
Well, I think WONDERKID is proven to be wonderful. I'm just not surprised. And if you could see after getting the equalizer, he has taken over the game. And we haven't seen any significant impact from that.
Ball possession, though, yes, I'll give it to WONDERKID in this very instant. But you realize that Guy Kobe has changed his tactics, and WONDERKID has just scored the second goal.
Just on the death, that is so magnificent. I saw it coming, we all saw it coming. And WONDERKID once more has done it again in the semi-finals of GGC Champions League.
Well. You see, Derek, in summation, this is what I've got to say. An experienced person is always an experienced person.
Yeah, and I said,
all right,
you can never teach an old
it is back to us. It is back to us. The game between the current reigning champion WONDERKID and one of the very best we have in the country, Guy Kobe, has come to an end, and the scoreline remains at 2-1, with WONDERKID scoring the final goal within the very few minutes to the end of the game, and that is what makes him a WONDERKID, of course. We'll go for a break. Okay. All right, when we go for a break, we come back and then talk about WONDERKID and Guy Kobe.
Alright guys, it's all about gaming, and you know what it is. It's GGC. Come on, let's support a great gaming community as we take gaming to another level. My name is Oliver Lawson.
Yep. And support GGC in building a better gaming community. My name is Daniel. You want to play? You think you won't take your jacket off, man? Man is going to be hot.
So we are back there, and very soon we'll be having the very finals. Remember, this is the Champions League edition, so we cannot have the third and fourth positions. So we'll be going straight into the very finals, which we'll be having HABIBU, SULLEY, and WONDERKID. And quickly, you can say something about these two before we go.
Well, I think it's going to be another wonderful test for WONDERKID. And if you take a look at how he managed, where HABIBU SULLEY managed to beat Benjamin by 4-0, looking at the trend and the pattern in which he played, it tells you that the guy knows well that when you fire from all cylinders, you are likely to get the results. And that has worked perfectly for him. So definitely, coming up against WONDERKID, he will try the same approach. Yeah. But this is WONDERKID. Yeah. At any moment in time, he can come back to the game. But it's going to be a very wonderful game to look out for. But I can't pick anyone, because anything at all is possible in this game.
Two undefeated champions are coming, or are actually going head-to-head. Now that HABIBU actually scored 4 goals in the previous game, he now has 20 goals but 11 conceded. So let's see. This is another real test for WONDERKID, because HABIBU has actually showed glimpses of him actually lifting the trophy. So I believe when he plays as he actually played in the last game, he would actually become the winner of this particular edition.
All right, so there you have it. HABIBU SULLEY is playing Barcelona, and then you have WONDERKID also playing Manchester City. You can see the players walking onto the pitch right now. And how is it going to be HABIBU SULLEY and WONDERKID?
Well, so we are ready for the grand finale of the much anticipated GGC eSOCCER Champions League. And it is the man himself, WONDERKID, up against HABIBU SULLEY, with both of them zooming straight into the grand finale.
I'm not taking anything away, but I'm just hoping that this will be the actual Champions League final come June 2019.
Well, this is just a perfect transferring of idea and how we expect things to be. So at the moment, both teams going through the anthem. So there we go for the commencement of the grand finale. Barcelona taking a start here. And this time around, you could see Vidal, fetching Coutinho, Messi gets involved. And this time around, you could see Barcelona tracking their passes together. Coutinho, twist and turn, still Coutinho. And he's been dispossessed. Mendy to De Bruyne. And a breakaway here from Man City. What comes out of this one? Aguero, the Argentine international, pushing forward again. Still Aguero, dispossessed by Lenglet. Pick Messi. Nacho Suarez. Oh, lovely play, twist and turn from the European. Trying to fetch Messi. Already the flag was up again. So Derek, so far so good. Just a few seconds into the
just a few seconds into the first half, but you could see that Habib wanted to actually do the same thing that he did against starting, but that didn't happen because you could see that this is a different player altogether. That is WONDERKID we're talking of. So any trick can work unless you go the extra mile.
Dembele to Vidal, Coutinho, lovely through ball. Suarez controls, moves away. Suarez! Oh! Derek, that was very close.
I'm so
very
amazed.
close again.
It was very close.
And that is one wonderful attribute about HABIBU.
Yeah, exactly. And he can catch you by surprise, as he did in the last game. That is what he's actually done this time around. And when he gets the opening, I think he will just move forward on it.
Suarez, dispossessed, Sane, Aguero, Sane, Aguero again. Oh, beautiful play. What a trick. Now take a look at this one from Aguero. Surging forward, the Argentine, and Busquets would have to take over again. Sane, Aguero, Sane, Aguero! Oh!
That was close.
Inches away from
that
goal.
was close.
And Derek, something unique about WONDERKID.
Yeah.
Anytime they get the ball, you see much confidence in his play.
Of course, with this tiki-taka style of football play, I think it's been magnificent. It's been terrific from WONDERKID, and that is what has actually separated him from the other gamers. But for me, HABIBU also kept his cool. He's kept his calm and composure, and actually doing things right, stopping WONDERKID at some point. And I believe you me, when you get the first goal, it will be so very dangerous.
De Bruyne, Gundogan, Mahrez, and again, who is possessed? Fernandinho, Dembele, and still pushing forward, finds Messi. Vidal, Suarez. Oh, lovely through ball. He's looking for Dembele. The ball has been cleared away finally. Oh, the ball has been kept in play. That was a good one there by Mahrez.
It was a good play. It was a good play.
And take a look again at this flicking. Nobody in particular. And Ederson will make this one an easy one for him. So far, so good.
Yeah,
Derek.
Yeah, so far, so good for me. Habib, what I've actually noticed from him is that he actually made 4 interceptions, and that tells you that he's actually breaking down WONDERKID. But for me, WONDERKID is still keeping the school playing his normal game. He's so calm and confident. But
yeah, you're talking about WONDERKID keeping the school. And I think it is HABIBU who is keeping the school because being the newest kid on the block and playing against the defending champion.
What a save by...
There will be some form of pressure.
There will be some form of pressure on him. But unfortunately, he's very calm.
Yeah.
And so far, with about 20 minutes into the game, he's still very calm. He has not conceded any goal yet. To me, I think he is a very calmest person, and he is a true gamer as far as this whole tournament is concerned.
Mahrez, Sane. Oh, let's take a look at it from the German. Try to pick Mahrez again. Controls, still Mahrez, looking for an option. Fernandinho comes in. Mahrez again, Fernandinho. Mahrez, Aguero! Oh, that was pretty much close.
Yeah, it was a very close one.
Another interception by Habib, and that is what he's actually doing well. He's done his homework so very well. Now, this time around, this is the second game, and after 35 minutes, he has not actually conceded a goal against WONDERKID.
All right, so if you're still watching us, it's the live telecast of the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition live on KWESE Free Sports. And let me remind you that we are doing this also by kind courtesy of Electroland Ghana Limited, home of the best quality appliances. You can also tune in and join us via all social media platforms. You just go GGC channel and you'll be able to join us on Facebook and also on YouTube Live.
So Messi, Suarez, and the ball has been blocked. Suarez again will take charge, finds Messi, twist and turn for Messi, and still Messi.
He needs to start
take
shooting.
a look at this.
Habibu needs to start
What
shooting.
is happening?
What is going to
By Habibu! Look at that goal by Habibu! And you can see me clap for him.
Wow.
You can see me clap for him. And look at the whole place has gone wild. And why are we doing this? Because Habibu is the only debutant that we have in this game. And he is the only kid on the block, as I've always been saying. He's playing against the reigning champion, WONDERKID, the number one we have in the country. And Habibu is the one to score the very first goal. What a kid! What a kid! What a kid! To have been able to play and score a first goal against WONDERKID. That is just too wonderful.
I was thinking that he was just doing that too much. Just look at that, bamboozling the defenders in and out, twisting and turning, cutting back and across, and Luis Suarez. How many times have we going to mention Luis Suarez? He will punish you anytime you get an opportunity, and he's done it superbly.
And you can hear from the background the supporters of HABIBU SULLEY. Look at what they are doing. Let me remind you, HABIBU SULLEY is playing Barcelona. On your screens right now, he is on the left side, and we also have WONDERKID, who is playing Manchester City, also on the right of your screen. HABIBU SULLEY has scored 1, and WONDERKID, who is playing Manchester City, is 0.
So Semedo, now the halftime whistle goes. The first time is over.
And look at that.
It's over.
Look at the whole place is going wild right now
from
as
the
we
supporters
go.
of Habibu.
Yes.
You know, do you know why they are doing this? They gave him a dog chance against WONDERKID. That guy is something.
I love that word. They gave him a dog chance. You know, whenever anyone is coming to play against WONDERKID, we don't give the person no chance.
Yeah.
We think that WONDERKID is going to bamboozle the person. We think WONDERKID is going to walk over the person. We think WONDERKID is going to just overrule the person. But this time around, look at that motion.
No, listen, for me, I didn't dispute the qualities of Habib because I saw him just from the scratch when the tournament actually started. And for me, I really, gave him a chance to be in this particular round, and to win it will be something exceptional.
And the second half,
we shouldn't forget, WONDERKID actually was a goal down, and in the previous game when he beat Gakobi, he came back to win by 2-1. So Habibu fans shouldn't actually jubilate just yet until the final whistle. WONDERKID is still in the game.
All right, the second half has already begun, and the scoreline remains 1-0, and Habibu is the one leading the scoreline with Barcelona, while WONDERKID is nothing, also playing Manchester City.
So back to the game. Barcelona, Albert go to Fernandinho here, Frances Aguero, lovely flick to Sane, back to Aguero again, and a clear from Abawudu, Vidal, Suarez, lovely play from the Uruguayan international. He was about back to Umtiti, widens play to the other side, Semedo on the one, fetches him beautifully, and what else? And already, Derek, I'm beginning to have some feeling that there might not be a comeback here for WONDERKID.
Yeah, but to be a great player, you need to be good all around on the pitch, and that is what Habibu has actually done. He's actually making sure that the supplies WONDERKID is actually bringing in, it's been cut short. He's actually made sure that WONDERKID is not actually penetrating through him, and that is something that Habibu has actually done. That is one thing I've actually learned. I don't know if in the previous games he was actually giving everybody that opportunity to score him. That is why he actually considered 11 goals. But this time around, he's played 2 games, almost finishing the second half. He's not considered any.
He seems to have done his homework very much well, and I'm just not surprised. He is scoring and not conceding. But just how good it is, a chance for Man City.
Just look at that.
And the ball has been disposed. Man City back at it again. And take a look at that run from the man Gundogan. And Coutinho will take charge for this one. Vidal, lovely pass, Awa. And again, we'll try to play on Vidal again. Suarez, lovely play. Coutinho, dispossessed. Man City, will they be able to get back into the game yet? Or widening play to the other side. Semedo takes charge. Dispossessed again by Mendy. And out again by the man himself, Mahrez. Barcelona keeping composure. And take a look at Linglet, full of confidence.
You know one thing, if
France,
Habibu should consider himself, the very top, or consider himself winning this particular tournament, he needs to get the all-important second goal.
Well, so definitely, this is the moment where there will be a champion break for both players, because it is a time where you need to take a little breath before you proceed. And I'm just not surprised with that. But this Habibu is a revelation in the tournament. And secondly, the one player that I was looking forward to was this guy, Kelly Tete.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He had 100% record until he was defeated by guy called about 5 goals to 2.
Yeah.
In the knockout stages. But after
that was
him,
a young chap, isn't it?
Yes, but after him, it looks like we have a particular HABIBU SULLEY who is doing it all for him.
All right, so I think KWESE is doing a lot currently, as we can see. We are live, and KWESE is really helping us. KWESE is helping us telecast this a live presentation, and then I think it's a wonderful thing that KWESE Free Sports is really doing, trying to help people within the country to be able to have access to KWESE and eSOCCER and all of that. And so, if you are just joining us, it is the very finals of the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition between HABIBU SULLEY and WONDERKID, who is currently the reigning champion. And remember, we are being supported by Electroland Ghana Limited, also by Nanano. At the end, we'll have some presentations from Electroland Ghana Limited, also from Nanano. And again, we are being supported by KWESE Free Sports, who is the only channel all country who has been able to provide this platform for eSOCCER to be telecast live. And I think it is
KWESE Free Sports beyond TV.
Beyond TV.
And
2019 is even going to be bigger. It's going to be better. And it's going to be
it's exceptional. It's great from KWESE TV. Big ups to them for being behind us from day one up to this day. So for me, I just give my heart for KWESE Free Sports.
And one thing that I should remind you, you might not know this, but come 2019, GGC and KWESE Free Sports is sending eSOCCER to all the tertiary universities. We are going to have the University of Ghana, we are going to have the Kwame Nkrumah University, Central University, all the universities. We are bringing eSOCCER to your doorstep by courtesy of KWESE Free Sports and GGC. All right, so if you just join us, it is still the live telecast of the GGC eSOCCER Champions League edition. You can hear the background. It is all noise, people supporting their favorite gamers. And the person to support right now, as we are playing right now, is HABIBU SULLEY. He's currently won. He's currently scored 1 against the reigning champion. So the scoreline remains 1 goal to nothing.
But I think SULLEY is drawing closer to his champion.
And if he can actually keep his calm, then I believe that he might be able to. I'm hoping that the officials can be able to help bring some calm to the room. Oh my word! Is it the game over? Oh my word! And for the very first time, we've had a debutant who has gone on to win the GGC championship. And this time around, it is SULLEY HABIBU, someone no one expected. We didn't give him much. We only gave him a DOS chance. Oh, yes. And look at that. He has come to dethrone the champion of champions. I first have to thank every single person who has made it here. The gamers, not just them, but also the supporters who have been following their gamers on every single game. Just give a round of applause to yourselves. Thank you so very much. Coming to this stage, very few people thought that HABIBU SULLEY is going to make it this far. And even that tells in the number of people who voted for him to win. I want to reveal the person who voted, Inusa Mohammed. So, the presentation of a NASCO microwave is being done by David, the CEO of GGC Lounge.
SULLEY should be an inspiration to you guys. Because I know back even in Jamaica, we hear about WONDERKID, 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 and it doesn't stop. But SULLEY just proves that it doesn't matter if you're the top champion, if you practice and you play hard enough, that even you can take down the champions. And I hope that he influences all of you guys out there to come out, play more, support the GGC, support esports in Africa, so that you guys can be the next champion and make it big for the nation. Thank you, guys.
Before I do the presentation, let me say a big thank you to Electroland Ghana Limited. Thumbs up to YFM, support us all through it. So also Nananom KWESE Free Sport. Because of KWESE, we are able to telecast this live. Please a round of applause as he receives those accolades.
GGC, building a great gaming community.